Hello everybody, this is Alberto Kennedy, aka Grimoire. This video is going to be talking about the astral realm, or the astral plane. And I touch on it in my last video where I talk about totemic magic and how to work it. Well, I wanted to get a little bit more in depth with the astral plane in this video. So the astral plane, let's begin. A lot of info, a lot of notes. The astral plane, or the astral realm, or the astral world, is a place, it's a dimension. And in my last video, I misspoke. I said that the astral plane is synonymous, or the same thing as the underworld, or as the spirit world. I misspoke with that, so forgive me, I apologize. Let me be clear. The astral realm is a nexus dimension. What's a nexus dimension? It's a dimension in which all other dimensional planes, all other dimensions are connected. This dimension, the astral realm, connects all other dimensions. Okay, so that's why it's so relevant. It is connected to the spirit world. It is connected to the underworld, or perceptions of the underworld and whatnot. The astral realm connects all dimensions. It's a nexus. The astral realm, or the astral world, the astral plane, it figures prominently in shamanism and higher magic. You know what I mean by higher magic? There's witchcraft, there's magics that you work with terrestrial elements. You work with earth, wind, fire, water. You do spells, incantations, and whatnot. Well, in shamanism and in higher magic, you're working with non-terrestrial energies. You're working with interdimensional energies now. And that's what shamans of old used to do. They used to astral project, or their spirit used to go access different dimensional planes to get information, to do spells and work on the other side, to commune with ancestors, higher beings, elementals, which are jinn. They had access to interdimensional energy, which then they brought when they came back into their physical bodies after astral projection. They could manifest that interdimensional energy in the physical realm. Things to know about the astral realm. The astral plane is very psychokinetic energy rich. And that's because that when we enter the astral plane, it's going to connect with us with our own subconscious symbolism, with our psychological associations and emotional associations. Now, if you remember from my past videos, psychological associations and emotional associations have energy, and that combined energy of the psychological and the emotional creates psychokinetic energy, and that's how you can affect the physical realm, the physical realm. So it's chock full of that. It has a endless supply of psychokinetic energy. So it makes sense that the ancients used to go periodically to the astral realm, because then they would immerse themselves with the energy of the astral realm, and that would bolster up their internal reservoir of psychokinetic energy. Not to mention that they could commune with the entities there and glean information, prophetic visions. Traveling to the astral realm will greatly increase your psychic abilities, your empathic abilities, and any and all dormant abilities that you may have. Traveling to the astral world and connecting with the energies there will definitely increase your abilities. That's why it's so powerful, traveling to the astral realm. And that's why shamans used to do it. Now, like I said, when you connect with the astral realm, it's going to connect with you, since it's a living dimension and connected to other dimensions. And everybody's connected to the astral realm. Everybody has a connection to that dimension. We all have access to it. Whether we use it in our lifetimes or not is besides the point. But here's the thing. When we sleep at night, whether you remember or not, whether you are conscious of it or not, you're periodically going. That's the place we go to when we sleep, the astral realm. It is the dream time, as the Aborigines called it. Astral projection, or entering the astral realm, we do it anyways instinctively when we sleep. But the thing is to actually access the realm consciously. That's very powerful. The Aborigines, as I said, called it the dream time because they knew that was the world that we used to go to when we dream. That's the world that connects us to the spirit world, connects us to all other dimensions. And that's the realm that our spirit guides, our protectors, our ancestors, they cross that dimension in order to connect to us. So it's good for us to get familiar with the astral realm, the astral plane. Now, working with higher magic, energy work, psychokinetic, Reiki, communing with elementals, means traveling to the astral world because that's higher magic now. You're going to be working with interdimensional energies, and you need to become proficient with that if you want to affect physical changes with your ability. So basically, if you work spells and whatnot, and you don't notice the manifestation as quick as you would like, when you immerse yourself and when you become one with the astral plane and you start working your magics there on the other side, connecting, communing with entities, your guardians and whatnot, you're going to notice that your manifestation time with your spells, with your rituals and everything, it's going to be that much more powerful because now the Native Americans used to say the shamans were powerful because they walked two roads. They walked the spirit path and the physical path. The spirit path that they walked was the astral realm. They were very familiar with the astral realm. And through the astral realm, they became familiar with other dimensions. So that's deep. And that's reserved, again, for higher magicians that work with interdimensional energies and whatnot. Now, I have two ways to connect with the astral plane. Now, the first one is called the cave. I touch on this on my last video, the totemic power video, but I'm going to go a little bit more in depth here. Okay, first you burn sage and you cleanse the area that you're going to be working in, like your bedroom or your sacred space. You cleanse it and you banish anything. You can even perform a lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram just to cleanse your environment physically. You need to be sure that there's no disturbances, loud noises or whatnot, because you're going to be in a bit of a trance. Make sure your cell phone off, no distractions. Place a blindfold over your eyes, and you can lay down in your bed and relax. The blindfold works to basically shut out. It's a symbol as well as it works to just keep your eyes closed and enrich the dark, you know. Now, breathe and do your meditation technique and whatnot. Then visualize yourself in front of a cave or any opening into the earth. It should be a natural opening, hence cave. Now, when you're in front of this cave, cleanse yourself with sage. Imagine you having sage and, visualize you cleansing yourself with the sage. Try to visualize it as clearly as possible, attention to detail, even to a point where you will start smelling the sage. Now, when you are in front of the cave, be clear of your intentions. What are you there for? Some people want to find who their totem animal is or totem spirit is. Some want to commune with their guardian angel or spirit guardian. Sometimes you just want to connect with the power of the astral realm. You have to have a pure intent. You have to know what you want before you enter it. Keep in mind, the astral plane is alive. It's a living being, not just a dimension. When you walk in to the tunnel, this is the most important part. There is going to be, in my last video, I don't talk about this part, but this is deep. When you walk into the tunnel, there's going to be a tunnel going up. There's going to be a tunnel going straight in the middle, and there's going to be a tunnel going down. Straight out the gate, don't mess around with the tunnel that's going down. Because remember, the astral realm is a nexus dimension. It leads to other dimensions. Now, these 3 tunnels lead to other realms. Not singular, but plural. The upper tunnel leads to heaven-like dimensions. Celestial dimensions. Akashic records. Higher dimensions. The middle tunnel, leads to specifically the astral plane and the planes within the astral plane and all that. The lower tunnel leads to the lower realms, which is purgatory, or your definition of what purgatory is, the hell dimensions. Yes, I said hell dimensions, shadow realms, the underworld, the worlds of the dead for the different cultures. That's a place that you're not ready for, so don't step to it because you might not be able to fully come back. All of you won't come back. Believe me. Have you heard that sometimes there's some people in the past that have taken acid or taken some kind of hallucinogenic drug and they never really came back from the trip? That's exactly what happens when people who are not prepared go to the lower realms. Don't mess with it. And I wanted to be responsible for that. Stick to the middle road and the higher road. All right. There, when you reach the end of the tunnel, you will meet your interpretation of what the astral realm is to you. It could be a beach. It could be a city. It could be many different things, and it will always speak to you through your own personal or subconscious symbolism. Okay? Like I said, the astral realm, the astral plane is alive in of itself. And so it will work with you. It will connect with you. It will, and so too will the natives of that dimension, because there's dimensional beings there. Some are positive, some are not so positive. Hence, cleansing yourself and cleansing your with sage in your astral plane, while you're in front of the cave, and your room physically before you even lay down and begin this journey. That's one way. Now, to enter the astral plane. The second one is. Let me show you. This one involves sensory deprivation. Mild, doesn't have to be all crazy. But what you do is you draw a warm bath, and you have to have the lights off after you draw the bath and you're comfortable with your. Before you get into the bath, I would urge you to have a flashlight of some sort, like flashlight or some sort near you. Turn it off. You only turn it on when you need the light. When you're in the water, everything should be off. You put a blindfold around you, and you just relax. Breathe in deeply and just relax in the water. Then slowly submerge yourself. Hold your breath and submerge yourself under the water. Count to 10 at a pace that's comfortable for you. and then but slow, don't rush it, and then come out of the water, breathe, and count to 10. You do that for 10 times, just you're in the water now, count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you re-emerge from the water. And you breathe, and then you do that process again. What that does, it relaxes you and it primes you. Water is an excellent spiritual conductor of energy. And when you do that, then practice the cave exercise when you're in water. You'll have a better connection with the astral realm. When you do this process, you can't be tired. You're meditating. You can't be tired because I don't want you guys falling asleep and then all of a sudden you're drowning yourself. Hello. Be focused, relaxed, but focused. You want to be conscious, especially when you're doing that. The blindfold is good because it blocks out any type of visual stimuli. Even though you're in the dark, your eyes can adjust to the dark, so you want to cover yourself. This would be an excellent way to do it. Also, your body becomes that much more sensitive to the astral realm when you take the journey in your mind. Always have a purpose. Things to remember if you embark on this journey to the astral realm. Don't accept anything, gifts or whatnot, from anybody in the other side, in that dimension. You don't know what they're coming from. You don't know their intentions. No. One time, I did that when I was practicing, and I met this entity over there, and he gave me a crystal. He said, "Take it. You can take it. Never mind the rule. You can take it." And I thought, okay, if I get in trouble, but it was a crystal. Well, when I woke up, I didn't have the crystal, but I felt like I did. 2 weeks later, I found this crystal on the street. I'm like, oh my God, that's a bomb crystal. It's a quartz crystal. I picked it up. It was the same crystal that I saw and when I took my trip in the astral. That's how it works. Everything's connected. I still shouldn't have done it, and I ended up losing it. Okay, but it's good that you don't, because you don't know what it's attached. You don't know what is attached to what is given to you on the other side. You have to be careful. These rules are not there to cause problems, but they're there to guide you and to protect you. So if you don't adhere to them, it's your ass. Not every entity on the other side is positive. So you have to always cleanse yourself with sage before and after traveling to the astral realm. Let's see, what am I for time? Okay. The astral realm is an excellent place to connect with your ancestors. Excellent place to connect with the elementals, the jinn, positive jinn. Excellent place to find out about yourself. Remember, it's subconscious rich. The symbolism in the astral realm will always be subconscious rich, when it's teaching you. It's a living dimension. Well, all dimensions are living. But I don't want to fry your head right now. Just focus on the fact that the astral realm is a living, conscious being, not just a dimension. And you can connect with your gods there. You can connect with guides, your protectors, your teachers, your totem animals, your totem powers. And it's a process. Don't expect to be all Doctor Strange when you first try it. No, it's a process. It's a living dimension. It's not going to give you access until you're ready. But when you do this process with the cave or with the sensory deprivation in water, it will see what you're trying to do, and it will adjust, and it will adjust to your level of preparation, your level of understanding, because it is a living dimension, and it will work with you if you are sincere and if you are ready. And it's a process. You're not going to get it the first time. You may not get it the 5th time or the 10th time, but it's good for you to practice, because you will get in there. Some people get in there and then they don't even know, and then they're going like, oh, wow. Which leads me to my last thing that I can give to you. Do not, under any circumstances, attempt to travel to the astral plane while intoxicated, while having drugs in your system, illicit drugs. Not medication drugs, but illicit drugs. Or liquor, or anything that can affect your ability to distinguish that reality from this reality. Because a lot of the times, the astral plane can mirror the physical plane. And you have to be able to tell the difference. Oh no, I'm in the astral. Or oh no, I'm in the physical. If you have something in your system, any type of hallucinogenic, any type of drug or whatnot, it can skew your perception. And the danger with that is you can bring something back with you that you are not equipped to handle. But this is how the higher magics begin. Please do not attempt this if you are not ready for it. If you're not ready for the full court pressure, stay with the spectators. You know, those who can step, those who can't step aside. This is for all of you to begin, you know, practicing and elevating yourself. This is excellent work for ascension, excellent work for higher magic. This will up your psychic, your occult, your spiritual game. It will get you on a higher level, a higher tier. Especially when you can perform spells on the other side and on this side. You just double your energy and double the effects of the manifestation. And it's a good way to develop relationships with your guardians, with your spiritual teachers, with your ancestors. And it's good for you if it's done the right way. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Bringing light to dark places. And I just wanted to touch on the astral plane, the astral realm, or the dream time, because it's a very powerful part of any type of magic that you, and also you can incorporate this in any tradition that you hail from. That's why I think this is so awesome. And I am very happy to give this to you. Practice with care, always with the utmost respect. That's important. And I hope this information finds you well, bringing light to dark places. Let me know what you think. And thank you for watching.